morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm really excited. My last haircut of the year is today.
Wow.
Getting a little scraggly.
It's about time.
It is about time, yeah.
15th of December, we're halfway through the month and getting closer to Christmas. Today, cloudy skies and high of 41. Ooh. Snow showers on Friday and a high of 34 right now. 37, wind chill 27.
You mentioned Christmas. Have you done any shopping?
I did.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I've just started to look, but I haven't bought anything yet, so I'm getting a little nervous. What do you want for Christmas?
Well, if I told you, then everyone else would know, and then I'd probably get a bunch of them.
I asked for socks for Christmas, but I've already received socks. The staff got me socks, so now I don't know what to ask for. I would hate to ask for more socks.
Here's what I want. I want everyone to have a nice Christmas.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's what I want.
That's so nice. Very nice. Me too.
Last night, Braden Lape returned home to Grass Lake, and a hero's welcome awaited as a caravan led by fire trucks paraded down Michigan Avenue in Grass Lake.
This is how a lot of the Grass Lake students roll into school. That's pretty cool. Very cool.
So a few Facebook.
Did you shoot this?
No, a few Facebook users posted video.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Thank you, Facebook users.
Thank you, Facebook users. Wow.
Nice turnout.
He's home.
He's home. I wonder, is he going to school today?
I wouldn't, but I assume he is.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what I would? I would go to school the day I get home.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sign some autographs, pose for some pictures.
Mm-hmm. Wear some of the new clothes that the Voice
Wear
gave
some
him.
of the new clothes. Yeah, I hope he got to keep those Jordan 1s that they gave him. But yeah, cool. It'll be interesting to see where he goes from here for sure.
What did David Rice just say?
David's going to find out when he gets to school.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
we have a Grass Lake student that works with us here at JTV,
Yeah,
David Rice.
we'll bring you something, Dave, to take into school that we'd like signed.
What apparently
that's
is
okay.
planned is Braden will rejoin the basketball team or join the basketball team, and their next game is Tuesday, so the gym will be packed.
I'm sure will.
He's been working out with the Lakers while he's been out in LA.
Well, I'm sorry, say it
He's
again.
been working out with the Lakers while he's been out in LA.
I'm sure he has. Let me get to the sickness update. Basketball practice last night. Only 11 of the 19. And I got to tell you, this sickness is crazy. It's weird because you can actually see the kids coughing and hear them having a hard time. You know, during COVID, it was all a mystery. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what's going around, but I don't know anyone that doesn't have a sick kid or had a sick kid or is in school with, and you know, their kid's class has half of the people out. Yeah, no, I can explain that algorithm to you later.
Maybe a responsible coach would not have practice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
Maybe a responsible coach would not have practice.
No, that's actually irresponsible to not have practice because we are not going to punish the kids that are healthy by not getting them in the gym to get better.
Well, it is. All that kid sickness is going around and COVID cases are up. And yesterday, Pfizer, the company headquartered
They're running out of stuff. Are they running out of things?
They're not running out of things. They're jacking up the price of the COVID vaccine by 400% next year when it enters the commercial market, a 10,000% markup from the cost of manufacturing.
That's That's a bigger markup than jewelry.
That's unbelievable. Why would they?
That's crazy. I've heard the last few days that there is is it amoxicillin? Is that there's a shortage in Michigan?
Is there?
I don't know. Is that what you take when you get? Is that pretty much the only thing you can take?
Yes.
Yeah. So I've heard that there's a shortage in Michigan of that. So we'll ask Dr. Keck when he's on. So of course that's one of the only treatments for RSV, influenza A, all this stuff that's going around. So.
With all the money the drug companies have, you think they could make enough of what they need to make and also make decent baby formula.
Yeah, these drug companies. Do you know anyone that works at a drug company?
No.
Either do I. Interesting. Does anyone here know anyone that works for a drug company?
No.
Radio silence. I watched the most ridiculous, crazy, heartbreaking show I've ever seen last night on
FBI
Netflix.
International?
I didn't watch FBI International. I watched Don't Pick Up the Phone. It's a chilling documentary. Very chilling. So this, I don't know how to describe the criminal, awful person. Over the course of 10 years, 94 to 2004, was calling mainly fast food restaurants around the country and convincing the assistant manager or managers to do ridiculous things like strip search employees and things like this. I mean, it is insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. And you're watching these people fall for this on the telephone and go through and put these people through hell. It's absolutely insane. I had no idea that existed.
A true story?
It's a true story. This is a documentary. This is absolutely crazy. And it's been in the news here and there over the years.
I've
but
heard of it.
There's a couple. This documentary is crazy. They talk to the lead detective from the last case in Kentucky, which was
Kentucky.
the largest case. But if you watch that, it'll shock you. You won't believe people like that exist.
Did you stop watching Harry and Meghan?
I did because I'm waiting for someone to catch up so I can watch the final.
Oh yeah, the explosive finale.
It's more so about Meghan and her upbringing, which is very interesting. So if you only know Meghan from the tabloids, which that's probably you.
I don't even know her from that. I'll
Yeah.
try not to watch
Did you
it.
watch the show Suits?
One of them.
Okay, well, she was on Suits.
Oh yeah.
Show about lawyers.
I was last night.
I was going to
went-
ask you, what'd you do last
Yeah,
night?
I went to Ellis Sharp Museum's Candlelight Tour, and it was so windy, so the candlelight part of the tour was non-existent.
How'd you sneak in that house?
Well, they opened up the house,
Oh, okay.
and there's Alex Cash serving as the tour guide.
Oh, that's
And,
nice.
Yeah, she had some interesting stories. Did you know Ella had a twin brother who died at the age of 22?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And she had no kids and no living. She was the only child left. She had siblings, but they all died. So that's
Amazing.
why she left her house, her farm, and her estate to the city of Jackson. And if you get a chance, tour the house.
Could you imagine this town without Ellis Sharp Park? Could you? I couldn't imagine
No.
this town
I
without
mean,
that.
how it changed this community
Oh,
is
it's
unbelievable.
unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable.
Just got word.
Yeah, go ahead.
Braden is indeed back at school today.
Cool. What's the hot lunch today, David? Shop with the Cop is back. We've been talking about this a few days, but I like to keep talking about it because it's really cool and positive. And they were able to help, check this out, 31 children and their families, thanks to all the police and fire personnel that got to help. And I was talking to John LaFear last night.
Was that John Karkak?
I think that was John. Yeah, John's very involved in this as well.
Yeah.
John Karkak, he's quietly involved in a lot of nice charity things.
Mayor of Clark Lake.
Mayor of Clark Lake, I think that would be fair to say. I talked to John last night.
There's Susan.
And he said, yeah, there is. He said next year it's going to be even bigger. So they just really enjoyed all the smiling faces, and it's good stuff, fun stuff. Shop with a Cop.
Yeah,
Made those families' years. That's cool.
One of the things too, like yesterday, the City of Jackson Police Department went to some of the elementary schools, and they gave presents to the kids.
Yeah, how cool.
And they had, the United States Postal Service helped them out with the presents. But on Thanksgiving Day, the police department went around with Thanksgiving dinners
cool.
to find homeless people to feed them. Our police
Yeah,
do a lot of amazing things we don't even know about.
Yeah,
So
no
thank
doubt.
you.
So yeah, maybe try and take that inspiration and do something nice for someone. You've got 10 days until Christmas.
Thanks to our men and women in blue.
New Year's Eve, an opportunity to get a free ride. You can bus with us through Experience Jackson. They are partnering with area hotels to provide a free shuttle service on New Year's Eve, and they'll provide routes between downtown Jackson and participating hotels. And Experience Jackson's Rachel Buchanan is looking for volunteers, and if you volunteer that night, they will write a check for $200 to your nonprofit.
Oh, cool.
So great opportunity to raise some money, and a good opportunity to stay safe and don't drive, and patronize some of our downtown bars and hotels. Should be a great night. There's the hotels that are participating. And
We have a lot of beautiful hotels now.
A lot of beautiful hotels.
The Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards were announced last night. Have you even heard about this?
I have not.
So people take pictures of animals and wildlife that end up being humorous, and here are a few of them. There's
That is just the neatest little fella.
a waving raccoon on a beach in Miami.
Looks like J.J. McCarthy waving to the Ohio State fans.
This is a salmon is jumping up into a face of a polar bear.
It looks like half the salmon's already gone.
It might have had his head chopped off. This was a 3-month-old cub, a lioness, in a tree, and he wanted to get down and fell. Oh, but he caught himself. He ended up okay. And this is a no, it's not what it looks like. This hippo is just yawning next to a heron. And notice the heron is standing on the back of another hippo.
Ugh.
Yeah, the heron was not chewed up. So, let's see, the two fish here. You know what these are?
These are
Triggerfish.
Okay.
A couple of triggerfish in the Azores. So just
Well,
some
that
of
just
the
doesn't
winners.
look right. Some of this stuff looks crazy.
I know. That's wildlife. Wildlife is crazy.
You know what we need? We need a zoo here in Jackson.
Oh yeah. That's
Wouldn't
what
that
we
be
need.
good?
You know, we used to have a zoo at Ollie Sharp
I
Park.
do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did used to have a zoo. Let's get to some sports for Extreme Dodge and our Extreme Dodge scoreboard. Check out their new oil change building. Get you in and out fast while you wait. Get that oil change before you go visit your in-laws in Flint. No one wants to do that anyways, but make sure you have a fresh oil change when you hit the road. Girls basketball, we had a lot of close games in the area. Springport 59, Michigan Center 58. Those two teams will certainly do some damage as the season rolls on. Napoleon with a 1-point win over Manchester. Big win for Coach Fairbanks and the Pirates. Jackson Christian had no trouble with Bellevue, and Jackson had even less trouble with Lansing Sexton. 63-11. Some wrestling scores for you. Columbia Central fell to Madison and Erie Mason. Hanover over Concord, but fell to Quincy. Dundee beat Napoleon. Springport beat Napoleon. Northwest over Western. And the East Jackson split with Byron and Whitmore Lake. And Coldwater handled Lumen Christie.
They turned the lights off at Northwest for the wrestling.
The rock and roll stuff? Or are they just do like a spotlight?
Yeah, but the spotlight was pointed about 20 feet up into the stands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I mean, they'll continue to work on that. Mm-hmm. There's our wrestling scores. What's on deck for this evening? We've got 4 basketball games. 4 boys basketball games, a couple girls games. Oh, excuse me, 5. My math is off. And then Jackson's home bowling, and then Jackson area gymnastics is at Western. Tonight, we will have for you live on JTV, Vandercook Lake at Michigan Center. Live high school basketball on JTV is presented by Avenue Auto, and we'll have live coverage around 6:45 tonight. David Rice and Jim Francis on the call, and that game will replay again at 10 o'clock. So Again, Vandy and Center live tonight on JTV.
Start of our 23rd season of high school basketball on the world leader in local high school sports television, JTV. Today's show being brought to you by Vermeulen's. Still time to get some beautiful new furniture for Christmas. Perhaps you have some guests coming, or you're entertaining, and you can give your home a fresh new look. Thanks to Vermeulen's for 3 generations, providing beautiful furniture, quality design, and awesome community support. Thanks to Vermeulen's. Who's on the show today?
We have a great show. We're going to get things started. We're going to answer some of those questions you have about your sick children or sick relatives. We have Dr. Vivek Heck from the PIC Center right after this.